My beloved, do you think it's an accident that you're hearing my voice right now? No. Heaven planned this moment long before you took your first breath. Here on Holy Voices, we share the whispers of eternity, the messages that change hearts and awaken destinies. If your soul is ready, stay with me, because what you're about to hear might be the very word your spirit has been waiting for. Generosity cleanses your solar plexus, the place of power. Faith without works is dead. James 2 verse 26. Activate your faith now by sowing $10 into Holy Voices. Distractions, doubts, secret forces, and even people are trying to keep you stranded and keep your blessings hidden. God is urgently warning you. Say the affirmation only once, not twice or 3 times. You will be freed from chains you were unaware existed by that one act of faith. The coming days will be filled with miracles, breakthroughs, and receiving. Only if you take immediate action. Take a moment to pause this video and perform 3 actions before we begin this transformative message. To help us reach 90,000 subscribers, click the like button, subscribe, and write a comment with the number 99. The energy of this movie will be amplified by this quantity, which will send a strong signal to the universe. And keep in mind that you will watch this video through to the conclusion if you are genuinely a chosen one. Your spirit already understands, deep down, that this is for you. You may not survive if you are not prepared to accept this reality. However, your life will never be the same if you do. Let's get started tonight. Listen to this beautiful message echoing throughout your spirit. The moment for change has arrived. You, the chosen one, are the one to whom God is communicating personally. Now, not tomorrow or later. Delays and hesitations are out of the question. The cosmos is about to undergo a significant change, which can only be unlocked if you are willing to accept it. This invitation is more than that. You are being called to awaken your highest self by this urgent and loving command. Imagine this moment as the prelude to a spectacular sunrise. There is a sense of expectation in the silence. However, everything changes as soon as the sun rises above the horizon. Your destiny, your heart's desires, and your spiritual journey are all coming together and are only waiting for you to say the words that throw open the floodgates. The voice of God is unfailing and unambiguous. Choose one, say it once. A divine plan created especially for you will begin with just one act of faith. Trust that this is your breakthrough moment, even though you may sense doubt creeping in and a whisper begging you to wait. The affirmation will reverberate throughout your entire being tonight, breaking down barriers you were unaware existed. This is your invitation to bravely embrace the metamorphosis you were meant to go through. Your destiny is calling. Are you going to respond? Seeing your future in front of you and feeling like it's being pushed back by unseen forces is frustrating. Why do we wait? The weight of past wounds holding us in place, distractions that divert our attention, or fear cloaked in doubt are common examples. In actuality, though, your divine breakthrough pauses every time you hesitate, patiently waiting for you to accept the greater mission that has been inscribed in your spirit. You can put an end to the delay tonight. Your ignition switch, the sacred affirmation, is made to strike through hesitation like a lightning bolt. You can communicate to the universe that you're ready to let go of things that no longer serve you by saying it only once before bed. It has nothing to do with certainty or perfection. It all comes down to being prepared, being clear, and having faith in the invisible powers that are directing you. Keep in mind that while destiny isn't a race, it does need your active involvement. You cannot wait for distractions to stop or for ideal circumstances to arise. They won't. However, you have the option to overcome them. The divine message is unmistakable. Don't put off changing. Tonight, ignite your inner fire and see how the universe responds with blessings you can't have imagined. God has entrusted you with saying one strong affirmation, a phrase that is both straightforward and powerful enough to break the bonds of spiritual servitude that are holding you back. This is beyond words. It's a holy key that the Almighty created to open your spiritual prison and let you be who you really are. Saying this affirmation before bed tonight is like a spiritual laser piercing through trauma, eradicating anxieties, and reawakening long-suppressed intuition. Imagine the weight of uncertainty being lifted off your shoulders and replaced by the love and protection of God. This line is your affirmation that you are ready to embrace the change God has planned for you since birth and fulfill a greater purpose. This isn't just a wish or a hazy hope. It is a surefire way to release your spirit. There are several instances throughout history where a single, impactful sentence transformed lives. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen may change the world, as demonstrated by Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream or Malala's. Your affirmation tonight has the power to change your life. You are not a mere member of the crowd. God chose you by hand right from the start. This divine selection goes beyond earthly and familial relationships. Your family is particularly precious, distinctive, and strong, even when your parents, friends, and siblings all follow their own ways. No one else can claim the spiritual inheritance you are carrying since you were a chosen vessel. Feel that truth sink into your heart with honor and weight. You are destined for a greater purpose from the moment you breathe, one that only you can complete. This is about accepting the divine blueprint that was created just for you, not about being excluded. It serves as a reminder that your path is precious and that the bigger picture that is developing around you depends on your transformation. Realizing this divine decision causes a change in perspective and inspires a renewed sense of pride and accountability. Affirm not only that you are prepared, but also that your special position in the spiritual fabric is precious as you speak your affirmation tonight. This is not the only path you are taking. You're setting the standard. The silent minutes right before you go to sleep are home to a precious magic. A magical window where the line between the divine and the earthly becomes thinner and your soul is most open. Your spirit opens wide to embrace God's transforming power in this calm place. You are sowing a seed in this fertile ground of your subconscious tonight as you utter the holy statement, and it will develop quickly while you sleep. Consider your mind as a garden that may be overrun with weeds from the day's worries and doubts. As you drift into the tranquil world of dreams, you're watering that garden with trust and intention by saying this affirmation before bed. This will uproot those weeds and provide space for fresh, vibrant growth. Divine energies will subtly but effectively flow through you, activating latent gifts and releasing pent-up emotions. It's not wishful thinking, either. It's the spiritual metamorphosis taking place right now. At first, the changes you may notice may be subtle. A moment of clarity when uncertainty reigned, a sense of peace where mayhem prevailed, or a gentle prod from your intuition that lead you to your next move. However, these minor alterations will soon transform into significant shifts in your world. Your heart will open up to joy and purpose like never before. Relationships will become stronger, and possibilities will present themselves out of the blue. As you recite this affirmation tonight, get ready to see the blessings and wonders that God has been patiently preparing for you burst into your life. Each of us bears spiritual impediments and unseen barriers that subtly stifle our development and darken our light. These barriers, which operate as chains that prevent us from realizing our full potential, are frequently created by unresolved trauma, anxieties, and prior pain. But tonight, you have the power to finally tear down these barriers with a single, strong confirmation. Think of those impediments as burdensome stones that are crushing your soul and making each step feel like a chore. However, saying the sacred line before bed causes a surge of divine energy to stream through you, causing these stones to come loose one by one. Like a warm river of light coursing through every nook and cranny of your spirit, healing starts deep inside. You begin to feel nearly reborn, lighter, and more liberated. This is not merely a mental or emotional recovery. It's both physical and spiritual. Your heart widens, your intuition becomes more acute, and your relationship with God becomes more solid. You awaken to a strength within yourself that you may have forgotten existed as these chains break. A bright energy to lead, shield, and encourage you. The time to unleash that power is tonight. Don't be shy. There is a divine countdown in progress, a sign that heaven's floodgates are about to open and pour blessings into your life. However, blessings are more than just passive gifts. They need to be prepared. Are you genuinely prepared to receive all that God has in store for you? Saying yes is only one aspect of readiness. It requires a spirit honed by deliberate intention and a heart cleansed by thankfulness. A soul that is distracted, afraid, or doubtful cannot receive the full blessing of the divine. Invite a profound sense of gratitude into your heart as you get ready to recite the sacred affirmation tonight. Consider the blessings you have already experienced, no matter how minor, and be thankful for the change that is on the horizon. Although God's blessings are strong and transformative, they are accompanied with a gentle question. Why do you wait? The countdown serves as a reminder that your divine destiny is within reach and that the time is now. The last piece of advice is to be prepared. The benefits will pour in, filling you with love, healing, and limitless opportunities as you utter your affirmation with faith and full heart. The largest obstacle to our breakthrough is frequently internal rather than external. Tonight, there is an important warning from God. Quit undermining yourself. Old scars, self-doubt, and hidden anxieties all murmur lies that keep you stuck. These inner saboteurs prevent you from entering into the light by using your own words and your own doubts. Here's the reality, though. You have the ability to stop these harmful beliefs. Your next affirmation serves as a kind of spiritual armor, preventing self-destruction and changing your perspective. It crushes the lies and replaces them with holy truth when it is proclaimed with conviction. Love, readiness, and selection await you. Consider the instances in which you have held yourself back out of fear of rejection or failure. What if you decide to abandon those ingrained habits tonight? What if this straightforward statement marks the beginning of your spiritual breakthrough and the breaking of your self-imposed limitations? God's caution is an exhortation to bravery. Accept it and see how your life changes. It takes more than just willingness to transform. It requires lucidity. You may find yourself drawn away from your spiritual duty by the incessant thoughts, anxieties, and diversions that occupy your mind. You must purge this mental clutter and hone your intention like a well-honed arrow pointed toward your destiny if you want to completely enter your divine mission. Before you say your affirmation tonight, pause and take a big breath. Calm the chaos inside and around you. Your sacred mission is a gift for the world, not just for you, and it demands your whole focus and a steady heart. Ask yourself, what is my true intention? What do I want to release? What am I ready to receive? When your mind is clear and your heart is focused, the power of your words multiplies exponentially. There are invisible forces working covertly against your spiritual development, enemies who feed on uncertainty, negativity, and confusion. By bringing your thoughts and intentions into line with God's plan, you set yourself up to receive the spiritual gifts that are waiting for you. This clarity will serve as your compass as your transformation takes place. You are given the tools to fight back and regain your power tonight. Silence is your greatest weapon. Shut down the incessant chatter of the world and your inner critic. When you speak the sacred affirmation, you create a spiritual shield that blocks negativity and raises your vibration. They deplete your energy and kill your vibration, leaving you feeling exhausted, disoriented, and disconnected. Imagine your vibration like a radio signal. When it's high, you attract blessings, people, and wonderful possibilities. When it's low, negative influences flood in. This barrier of protection allows heavenly energy to flow freely, reviving your spirit and protecting your light. You can tune your signal to the frequency of God's love and power by choosing to be silent and to have focused faith. Don't let these silent enemies steal your shine. Shut them down quickly tonight. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just stay silent. God is telling you to keep your mouth shut to all the doubts, fears, and gossip that drain your spirit, especially when the world is noisy and distracting. Speak only what He gives you, the sacred affirmation that contains the secret to your divine awakening. By keeping quiet, you prevent your energy from being dispersed or tainted. Your words have great power. They shape your reality. By speaking only what God says, you unite with a force that is stronger than any challenge you encounter. Think of it as tuning a sacred instrument, where you play the right notes, God's words, to create a melody that resonates with the heavens. This is your time to become a vessel of divine light. Say the affirmation. Keep your mind clear of distractions and watch your spiritual power rise like never before. This alignment activates your divine power, transforming your breath into a holy chant that breaks chains and moves mountains. Every dollar you give vibrates in the spiritual realm. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Matthew 6 verse 21. Let your $25 gift in a holy voices become a vibration of light. Every chosen one's life has a turning point when a catalyst ignites a fire that changes everything in its path. This catalyst isn't just a simple phrase. It's this night, this affirmation, and this sacred breath you're about to take. Divine transformation is no longer a far-off dream, but a reality that is ready to unfold in your life. You hold this power in your mouth and heart tonight. It's a spiritual key that unlocks your destiny, releasing your soul from layers of resistance, trauma, and doubt. Picture the transformation as a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, revealing what was once confined and hidden in a radiant newness. Your breath is more than air. It is the living essence of your spirit, and it is currently on fire, charged with the energy of creation and change. This fire is your God-given power burning inside you, waiting for you to step into it fully. Feel that spark ignite inside as you speak the affirmation. This is your divine moment to shift from who you were into the magnificent being God created you to be. Let the transformation begin. Know that your power is not borrowed. It is yours by divine right. Your breath carries the spark of the Creator. As you say the affirmation tonight, you fan this flame into a blazing torch that lights your path forward. It warms your soul, energizes your body, and sharpens your mind. You draw on divine strength and courage with every breath. This fire fuels your journey through transformation, burning away fear and doubt. God's message is clear. No more waiting. Your destiny is ready and waiting for you to claim it. The only thing preventing you from doing so is hesitation. Tonight, light that fire with your words and boldly enter the glorious destiny that awaits you. Delay is the thief of destiny. It steals your time, your joy, and your spiritual growth. You can break the chains of delay and release your soul to soar by saying this one line tonight. It is a sacred password, a bridge that connects your current struggles to your future glory, and it opens spiritual doors that have long been closed, letting the light of awakening flood in. Consider what you've been holding back: doubts, fears, and distractions. Say it once and see the hair fall out. This is not just any night. It's the night when your entire life can change on the basis of one line from your heart. One line, one night, one divine shift. This line breaks them all. It is your declaration that you are ready to awaken, ready to walk the path God has specially prepared for you. Everything will change from this point on. It is more than just an affirmation. It is a sacred covenant with the divine, indicating your readiness to receive love, protection, healing, and transformation. This is your time to rewrite your story and enter the fullness of your God-given purpose. Trust that the universe is moving with you. Your new life, full of miracles and spiritual awakening, begins now. Embrace it with an open heart and watch the impossible become your new reality. Deep within you lies a treasure trove of hidden gifts, psychic abilities that have been dormant, waiting for the divine spark to awaken them. Your life will start to align with the divine plan that has been quietly unfolding behind the scenes. Feel the power of this shift coursing through your veins as you say the words. You will speak a sacred affirmation tonight that is more than just words. It is a mystical key that unlocks these spiritual senses. When you say it intentionally, it opens the doors in your soul that lead to higher levels of insight, intuition, and knowledge. Once these gifts are hidden, they will start to emerge gradually, guiding you with wisdom that is beyond your years. It is a process of tuning into the spiritual frequencies around you, learning to hear what was once silent and see what was once hidden. It is an invitation to enter a world where your soul's voice becomes clearer, enabling you to navigate life with confidence and clarity. As your psychic senses awaken, you may start to experience subtle shifts, visions and dreams, flashes of understanding, or a deep knowing that defies logic. The affirmation you utter is a statement that you accept this calling and are prepared to embrace the magnificent road that has been laid out for you. However, this awakening is also a sacred responsibility. Your gifts are instruments of love, healing, and guidance that are intended to raise you and those around you. The unseen world is calling. Are you ready to answer? The spiritual battlefield is real. Tonight, as you get ready to say this affirmation before bed, open your heart wide. Have faith that the divine is gently lighting your way. Feel your psychic gifts stirring to life with each breath, ready to bless you with profound insight and spiritual connection. But tonight, like a fortress of light, divine protection descends upon you. By saying this affirmation, you activate an unbreakable armor that God Himself has crafted around your soul, preventing spiritual attacks, negative energies, and harmful influences from ever entering your life. This is your divine promise. Protection so strong that it repels anything that does not serve your highest good. Imagine yourself encased in a warm, impenetrable cloak of light. This protection is not passive. Rather, it is active and vigilant, warding off evil forces and protecting your spirit. As you recite the affirmation, picture this shield growing, driving out any shadows that have lingered too long, making you a beacon of divine energy that negativity cannot touch. However, protection is more than just defense. It is liberation. Tonight, give yourself permission to fully embrace this gift. Speak the affirmation with unwavering faith and watch how your life changes. With this armor in place, you will feel a newfound freedom to pursue your dreams and spiritual growth without fear. You no longer need to hesitate or retreat, but instead move forward boldly, knowing that God's power is guarding every step. This is divine protection triggered. Your spiritual refuge has arrived. Miracles are not far-fetched dreams reserved for the select few. Rather, they are the inevitable result of faith-filled words spoken at the right moment. Spiritual attacks will cease to exist, and calm will fill your soul. Your spoken word is like a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe when watered with belief and spoken with conviction before sleep. When you declare God's affirmation tonight, you open a direct channel for miracles to flow into your life, often faster than you expect. This is the supernatural power of God's word manifesting tangible blessings overnight. The next morning may bring you signs of breakthrough, a surprise message, a new opportunity, or a sudden shift in mindset that transforms everything. This miraculous power is rooted in divine timing and your readiness to receive. It starts in visible forces that align people, opportunities, and circumstances to bring forth your desires. Tonight, don't undervalue the power of your words. Speak the affirmation with all your heart and get ready to see miracles happen before your eyes. The affirmation you speak is like a cosmic command that tells the universe you are ready for transformation. It moves mountains, clears pathways, and dismantles barriers that have been in your way for too long. The suffering you bear, whether from childhood scars, heartbreak, or long-buried trauma, has silently formed your path, often holding you back without your awareness. God's promises are alive and active, ready to bring about miraculous transformation while you sleep. However, tonight is a significant turning point, the start of deep emotional healing. Healing is not always loud or dramatic. It often begins quietly with small changes in your heart and mind. The affirmation you say is a sacred catalyst that causes these burdens to be released, allowing your soul to breathe freely once more. The healing that starts tonight will soften those defenses and mend your inner wounds, bringing a powerful sense of liberation and peace. As you say the affirmation before bed, divine energy floods your spirit, breaking down walls you've built to protect yourself, walls that once served a purpose but are now prisons that no longer serve your growth. When you embrace this healing, you open the door to joy, love, and abundance that have been patiently waiting on the other side of your pain. You may experience tears, memories coming to the surface, or emotions rising, all indications that healing is taking place. Trust this journey, knowing that each step you take will bring you closer to the vibrant, whole version of yourself that God created. Every soul has a mission, a unique purpose that only you can fulfill in this lifetime. Too often, fear, doubt, or distraction delay this sacred calling. God's message tonight is urgent. Your soul's mission can't wait any longer. The world needs you now, and your destiny is calling louder than ever before. Delaying your purpose is like holding back a powerful river. Say the affirmation with intention and step into the freedom that has always been your birthright. Speaking the affirmation means that you are ready to fully enter the flow of your gifts, talents, and divine plans, which are flowing within you, ready to pour out and make a difference. You accept your role as a creator, healer, guide, or light in the darkness, and you realize that your mission is not solely for your own benefit. There is no better time than now. Every step you take toward your purpose ripples far beyond what you can see, touching lives and shifting realities. By answering this call tonight, you become a beacon of hope and transformation in a world that desperately needs it. Let go of hesitation and say the affirmation with courage. It is a contribution to the collective healing and awakening of humanity. When you speak tonight's affirmation, you open your heart and soul to receive this extraordinary love, which is not ordinary. Divine love is not a fairy tale or far-off dream. Rather, it is a sacred reality that is waiting to enter your life as soon as you make room for it. Step boldly into your purpose and observe how the divine supports you every step of the way. To attract your genuine spiritual partner, you must link yourself with someone who shares your spiritual journey and resonates strongly with your energy. This connection goes beyond mere attraction and is a spiritual relationship created by God to uplift, heal, and grow with your soul's mission. Respect, understanding, and divine timing are its foundations. Your affirmation serves as a beacon, attracting this partner to you while eradicating any fears or wounds from the past that have prevented love from entering your life. Get ready by being completely open to love without any conditions or expectations. Express gratitude for the love that is already in your life, and have faith that the universe is arranging the ideal meeting. Your third eye chakra opens with discernment when you act in faith. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Matthew 9, verse 37. Be one of the workers. Sow $50 into holy voices. As you recite your affirmation tonight, picture this tremendous love coming your way. Know that you deserve a love that respects your spiritual path and value. This heavenly love will encourage you to be your best self and build a relationship built on truth, progress, and unconditional support. Generational curses, patterns of pain, limitation, or trauma passed down through families have silently shaped the lives of many chosen ones. But tonight, with this powerful affirmation, God begins a divine cleansing of your bloodline. Your true partner is on the horizon, ready to embark on this beautiful journey with you. This sacred release is a profound and transforming process. As you recite the affirmation, divine energy flows through your lineage, healing wounds and dissolving harmful patterns, transforming you from the shadows of your ancestors into the light that breaks these chains and elevates your family's spiritual legacy. The weight of these burdens is lifted from your shoulders as you become a spiritual warrior for your family. Your courage and faith create a ripple effect of liberation and hope, rewriting the story for those who come after you. This is more than healing. Old curses lose their hold, and blessings that have been withheld for a long time start to pour forth, enriching not only your life but the lives of future generations. It is the recovery of divine destiny. Tonight, take possession of this potent legacy. Believe the affirmation and let God purify, guard, and elevate your lineage. You are the link between a bright future and a difficult past. Tonight, with the power of this affirmation, clarity and focus will wash over you like a cleansing flood, illuminating your purpose with breathtaking sharpness. You will see your path as if a veil has been lifted from your eyes. Confusion and doubt can cloud your vision, making it difficult to recognize the path God has laid out for you. The power of focus enables you to channel your energy wisely, no longer scattered or drained by uncertainty. It reaches deep into your soul, revealing your next steps with divine precision. Previously overwhelming decisions become clear, and your mind sharpens to recognize opportunities and avoid distractions. Your heart and mind align, creating unstoppable momentum toward your highest good. Open yourself to this heavenly gift tonight as you utter your affirmation. You become a laser-guided force that moves intentionally through challenges with steadfast faith. This newfound clarity also offers tranquility as the anxiety of the unknown melts away. Have faith that God's plan is being revealed right now, and get ready to confidently follow it. Beloved soul, if this message has spoken to your heart, don't let it end here. Click that like button so the light can spread to more people who need hope. Subscribe to Holy Voices so you never miss the next word heaven has for you. And leave a comment below. I read every one, and I pray over them. Remember, faith grows when we share it. So share this message with someone who needs to hear it today. Until we meet again, may God's peace cover you and His voice guide your every step.